So, I'm here to complain about RnS Powersports or RnS Kawasaki. I own a 2000 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500. Recently, I took it in to have a water leak fixed and have my kickstand repaired. Now, when I got the bike back, the water leak was fixed, the kickstand was working. However, my gauge cluster, my entire cluster, doesn't work. No speedo, no gas gauge, the indicator lights don't work, nothing. I have to put on low beams in order for my odometer and clock to work. And even then, when I put on low beams, my high beam indicator kind of turns on, like it's grounded out. They tried to say it was a wiring issue with the bike. Bullshit. I did not have problems with the wiring on that bike, period. They tried to say the accessory lights I added to the light bar caused it. I said, no. I know how to wire. I know that those wires the power for the wires goes to a relay from the battery to a relay to the lights. And then there's a kill switch, two of them. Two. One is I tap the feed in from the low beams, so when I turn the high beams on, they shut off. There's also a switch I added to my right hand controls, which I can turn them off and on. So if I'm in an area where I don't really need them on, I turn them off. Now, the other thing is I have a set of tank lights that somebody else had wired them up. Now, this other person had wired them wrong. Anybody who's done wiring knows you never do the hot as your broken wire. You always do the ground. That way, if there's ever a problem with that switch, you don't have to worry about shorting out. So I had to rewire those, and I put different lights on it just to showcase the engine when I'm showing the bike off. So, in the meantime, they tried to say that caused it. They tried to say that my accessory headlights caused it. They tried to say that some of the other stuff I put on there caused it. When in reality, they screwed something up. Because even if there was a light issue, then why the hell does my speedo not work? Why does my gauge not work? My little indicator to tell when I've got low fuel, that works. But the gauge itself doesn't work. I hit 70 on the freeway. Nothing out of the speedo. Nothing. So they can't tell me that all of that stuff is going to quit working because of one little light. So tomorrow, I've got to go and I've got to spend 4 to 5 hours trying to track down what they did wrong. I'm going to have to lift my tank off, try to find the wire that they screwed up. Because of this, and because of the fact that the going rate's about $90 an hour for labor, and 4 to 5 hours is going to put me at $360 to $450 that I have to pay somebody else to fix the wiring issue, I put a stop payment on the $252.48 that they took from me. We'll see how they like it. Now, RnS Powersports, I've heard some bad things about their service, and I gotta say that I've only been there twice. The first time was getting some new rubber, and I didn't have an issue with that, so that's why I took it back the second time. But I can guarantee you, fool me twice, shame on me. You won't get the chance to fool me once, shame on me. You ain't getting the chance to do it twice. I'll never take it back. I might take it back for new rubber, then again I might just do it myself. Now, RnS Powersports is located on Lomas, between Wyoming and Eubank, near the corner of Easter Day, next to a place called the Batting Cage, right across the street from Los Altos Skate Park. So for all of those of you out there who know, you know where to go and maybe who to avoid. I did have an application put in, so I could work in the service department. I have since withdrawn the application because I don't want to work with anybody who's going to do shit like that and try to blame it off on, their screw up on the owner. Ain't happening. So, all in all, if you take your bike to RnS Powersports, you better watch it. If there is anything, and I mean anything, that is deemed an accessory, they might try to say that's an issue that could have been that caused the problem you have. You all have a good day.